Yesterday was a heck of a day getting the oil pan out. I did a little overview of that, but didn't show how bad the original was. It's not bled through. It probably had quite a bit more time in it, but it is worth doing it now. Cabs off the whole bit. So I also did the start of the up pipes. Was of course expecting the worst, and it was not fun for sure. We had some very corroded exhaust bolts and really had to kind of mangle over here. Let's see, that bottom one was brutal. So is what it is, and moving on. Today got the pipes in and probably start tackling some of these linkages, painting them, sanding them, painting them, all that. But yeah, getting close to cab going on time. So moving along. All right, off to the up pipes. Unfortunately, came with a stock ding right out of the box from BD Diesel. Everything else looks sweet, stainless, 6,000, but yeah, shitty that's got a big ding on it. But yeah, let's see how this goes. All right, that was absolutely brutal. Got, almost dropped it. Got the oil pan in, engine back down. Grease absolutely everywhere. Looks bitchin'. Let's see, got that adapter. I don't know if it's strictly diesel, I forget, but either way, got that in. New dipstick, you can see everything a little better over here. I went with a hex with a washer, 15 foot-pounds, and it looks sweet. That was a hell of a job. So let's see. You can't quite see how close it is. It's a pretty good amount of room, but I ended up having to lift the transmission transfer case to get it in and slide it underneath. So quite a mission. New dipstick tube is all the way in. You can see I need probably some new exhaust manifolds, but can't afford that right now. Gotta keep going. So next, let's do the up pipes and the pedestal. So it's coming, and then I gotta sand these before I cover it all up. So we're hauling ass. We're doing good. Well, that didn't take too long. New up pipes, up tubes, whatever the hell they're called, and went on great. BD Diesel. You can't see where that ding was from the shipping, but it is what it is. I would love to do headers or just new exhaust manifolds, just not in the cards right now financially. So going to try and power wash this a little more and see if we can get the cab on this Friday, Saturday. But here's the old, very, very tired. I don't think these are any bigger, just stainless, and even then it sat out overnight and it's kind of bummed. A little surface rust, but whatever. So try and power wash some more grime out and get ready to put this on Friday. Stoked. All right. Thank God for family. Okay. I was able to wire front heated seats and rear heated seats in power for front and rear, which was extremely difficult to find any harness for these stock King Ranch seats. I was able to find one layout on a forum, and the seats that I got were actually different wiring, front and rear. The fronts had a power shared between the two front seats, and the rears had dedicated power run to each one of them. I tried a bunch of ways to fit these big ass switches through the door boot. Couldn't figure it out, so having to depin all of them. Lovely. All right, doors on, front seats in, kind of permanently. Let's say permanently. Need to be cleaned, all that. Rear's not permanently in. Did all the shift linkage. Total pain restoring all that. Got lucky enough to find the original bracket online, brand new. And total pain in the butt putting these hinges on. They're still not lining up right. So scratched a little bit down there, but is what it be. I need to work on the mounting back here, but looking good. I bought these too long and I want to get them yellowed just so it kind of matches these guys. So that's coming, and mirrors on. I need to get speakers. Gonna put the dash in now, but coming together. Slamming more in there, so windshield's going in tomorrow. All right, I have learned the hard way. So this is the 2000 F550 heater core, and this was the whatever the newer truck was, and they have different connectors. So I luckily see you can service this, and absolute pain in the ass getting some of these bolts out, but it is possible. I'm going to try and put it in. God willing, it goes in. So do need to get a new O-ring. I don't know where it went. I was tossing this thing around like I wasn't going to use it, so now I need it. But new one does not work on old one. These are the newer style fittings and older style, so not the same. Okay, it's Tuesday after 4th of July, so 5th of July. Putting it together. Let's see if I can get it started before the weekend. I'm gonna put in some solid hours and see what we can do, but deciding between the new wheel wells or old. Haven't done a ton in the interior, but got the emergency brake working, hooked up, working good. 4x4 is solid, but cannot get this damn door, the rear, to line up. So mess with it for a few hours and we will see. I don't know what the heck it is. So try it again tonight, but yeah, see if I can get it running. That'd be absolutely awesome. Got hinges on. I'm going a little crazy with the grade 8, but I dig it. Installation here going. This is good. And what else? These bolts are brutal to get back on the inside over here. Yeah, let's see if those are fine, those three. But the top not so fine. Let's see if you can even see it. That's one, and there's another back there, but yeah, we're moving. Tires are about, excuse me, rims are about 3 weeks out too, so very exciting. I'm just gonna remove this film. Don't need it here. And it's gonna be too hard to see, but it shines right through, right on here. So I really don't need it. I'm gonna buy clear 3D printer filament for these little guys here. These pop right out. So I'll buy clear so it comes in white as well. I'll CAD one of these. I'm gonna order some new clear filament and test them out and maybe sell them to you guys online. See how they turn out. All right, here's the XL steering wheel column with this. Here's the windshield wipers, blinker, gear selector, overdrive. It's got a 3-pin here, and then it's only got 3 pins coming through here. And on the lariat trim, it's got 6 in the female. So we are going to piecemeal this together a little bit. Here's the newer XLT trim. Different plug here. Only 2 wires. But then out of the steering wheel, it's got all 6, but in an 8-pack. So I think I'm gonna D-pin here, toss them in this over here, and these appear to be the same. Let's see, brown, orange, yeah, same there. So this one's got tilt as well, and not sure how this is gonna go. We will see. It actually wasn't bad at all. I just had to pop this pin. This is the newer one that doesn't work with the harness. Pop this. This one works. It's got all the new connections coming through. Throw on the old blinker bracket. And I got the tilt. So now it's just steering wheel. Throw that on, and actually I need to do this. I'll see which pins look like they go where, but yeah. All right, swap this to the 6-pin from the original XL trim. I just put the big old 8-pack in there with that. So I'm hoping it works. That was a little tricky. What else? This sits a little high here. I don't know what that means, but I'll put the airbag on, and God willing, cruise control works on this thing. We'll see. So this one, and this one for the 2000 Lariat. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's smart. This is just modular piece, and it's just a little pin. And this is just 2 bolts. Sorry, I got headlamp. This is just 2 bolts. So 1, 2 on the bottom, and swap in and out. This whole blinker assembly and wiper. So pretty easy from the XL, but we'll see. I'm saying easy, but I don't know if it's gonna work. All right, I made a quick and dirty mount it's going to place up underneath the dash. And I don't know what the two bolts are, but there's two big sturdy bolts to mount onto. And I was tempted to do the ground straight to one of those bolts, but talking to my buddies that do this for a living, and they're saying just run ground to the dash right here, and much better. I actually used the battery terminal wire, so it's huge, plenty of juice, and this is going to run the heat and power for every single seat with all these wires. So let's see how we do. Here we are, grill's on, a lot of stuff put in, fenders on, wiring mostly in, working on, what is this, intake tube, I forget post or pre, but working on all that. The evaporator, intercooler, radiator, everything's in. Tranny cooler, working on these lines where they go. And then I found with the newer F550, it came with basically double the size of a cooler, so why not? I'll work on the wiring or the plumbing for that. But yeah, coming together pretty good. I saw this somehow, so I got to get any one of those. But yeah, we got door handles on and done grade 8 or 10.9 for metric everywhere. Just for kicks and giggles, it's like 40 bucks extra hardware, so why not? But I need to replace this with the brake booster with the cruise control sensor. Luckily the newer F550 had it. I got it right here. And I actually just wrapped the insulation that was already on this. So I see a lot of people take it off and wrap it, and I just covered it. I think it looks great. And double the insulation. So I blew it off, cleaned it off as much as possible, and just double wrap. But this is gonna go in after, this will go in here in a second. And I'm having a guy come out and help me align this door. Just ridiculous, can't figure it out. But these locks gave me a hard time too. Finally figured it out with, there's a little lever for the lock, and it's got to be all the way up, not halfway, not medium, all the way up for it to engage. But I ordered the ARB bumper, and wheels and tires should be on here in the next like 2 or 3 weeks. But it's sick. Painted this all black, and it's just money. But I am missing one of those brackets that hold on the grill. So all Ford Auto Parts or whatever in Anaheim, the guys have been awesome helping me out. But yeah, it's coming together pretty quick, so it's been fun.